Glad to have you with us from Davis Wade Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Throws for the tight end. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hansen. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
This quarterback was licking his chops coming into this game. He told us this week he felt like there were some matchups that he could take advantage of against this defense, and he wasted no time. Opening drive of the game, he finds the matchup he likes, and that was an absolute dime.
Handoff from the shotgun. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off? And guys with the empty backfield on second and short, might they take a shot here? Using his feet. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And they said to us in the meetings leading up to this football game, really wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, run the football. First drive, this is exactly what they're doing. They're getting what they want. This defense has to get better at the point of attack.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback in a third down situation, knowing exactly where the first down marker was. It wasn't there open to throw the football. He was very smart. He got out, he took off running, knew exactly where he had to get to keep his offense on the field.
Play action on first down. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it, and forcing the incompletion.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quarterback keep. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage. The defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Into the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And these these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Evans. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Handoff, Fluff Bothwell.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Taylor wants to throw it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
On 3rd down, here's Bothwell. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They kick it away on 4th down. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. RPO complete to open the drive. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Kept it, and he's past the marker. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Officials are stopping the clock as there is still a Mississippi State player down on the field. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Finds his man, it's Robinson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
The run inside, it's Robinson. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
And the Sooners will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you gotta have it. You gotta be on the same page, and they were there.
They'll give it to Robinson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
From the gun, give on the inside. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try along. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Is that guy's foot human? My goodness, did he hammer that ball from distance.
Now look, you don't see kickers on highlight tapes too often. That 61-yard field goal is going to make every highlight reel in the country. Wow.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Complete to Williams over the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
And his throw is incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Taylor wants to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on 3rd down to avoid doing it again. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Avoids pressure on the right. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Like, they understand it's third down. They understand the situation. They drop back. And I love the defensive back with vision on the quarterback. He sees it, right? He takes off the scramble. He's like, no, no, no. You're not getting this first down. Nice job coming up, making the tackle, and forcing the fourth down.
Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. They built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
The counter run play is really tricky for defenses to stop because it forces you to play with great eye discipline. Everything in pre-snap is telling you the ball's going to the strong side, but now they run it back weak and they're pulling offensive linemen. This defense better be ready because this won't be the last time today they see the counter run.
Keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. Safe completion on the screen. Spins away from the defense. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They'll run for it. It's Robinson. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short? Taylor wants to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. I know you want to stretch the field horizontally, but working a little vertical in wouldn't hurt either.
No, it wouldn't, and you got to be able to work with some space. There's an entire field that we got to attack on offense right now. That was just way too much work for little gain.
That last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Here's a give to Bothwell. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
All right, that's when the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. They didn't do it that time.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Grab behind the line. It's Hansen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. It's complete. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. To the air, it's Mateer. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And this offense has really showed me something today, man. They've already put some drives together and made some explosive plays, and now just executing on third down. They've shown you a little bit of everything, and this offense is looking like it's the real deal.
Got it behind the line. It's Harris. Could not make his way to the corner.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to keep it in the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Sategna. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for a big play. He's got it on the outside. He's loose down the middle. Into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And so many times the safeties tell the tape, and that's what QBs are studying and reading, and he drops back, and you can tell he sees his receiver coming from the right side, and he knows exactly where he's going to end up with that post, pushes the ball down the field for the big play, got the safety out of position, made the big touchdown throw.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. Set to advance on the football. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Taylor wants to throw. Under fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense picks it up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground and getting the football out, a little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Give him 6. Touchdown, Sooners!
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat, and right now he's given this defense all they can handle.
Number 29, set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Taylor wants to throw it. That's caught by Williams. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. All kinds of room to the right. And he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldog! It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. From the shotgun, the inside give. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Running inside. It's Sategna. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air. It's Mateer. Got his man down the middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And that's an interesting choice for this offense, and specifically for the quarterback, man. 4th down, throwing the ball underneath the stick. When you're not getting a first down, you got to put that ball on the money, have your guy with some open space so he can run. Defense was all over that drag route. They broke on the football, no space, nowhere to go, forcing the 4th down.
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards, and they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish, and they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And finally, we see a little bit of that, which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need more of that from this offense.
From the gun on third down. It's complete to the right. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit, but they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Taylor wants to throw. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Not a lot of room to field this one. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Sategna. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. To the air, it's Mateer. Flushed out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Caught near the sticks. It's Harris. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. The give on the counter. Could be an alley. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Man, offenses are getting really creative in the way they run their counter plays now. They pull different guys. They pull a guard. They pull a tackle. They pull a guard and a tackle. So really keeping the defenses off balance. You can't just key on wherever the tight end is. You got to realize they can show you one thing and come back with another.
They'll go right back to him. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Trying to move them on the counter. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, the inside give. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the Sooners back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Going with the counter play here. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Extending the play. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Well, they've already made 1. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Taylor wants to throw it. With the catch, it's West. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. The play action fake. Blasted as he lets it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Xavier again breaks the tackle. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Makes the catch. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit, yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in third down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Pulls it in down the middle. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Grabbed behind the line, it's Evans. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Taylor wants to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
His running ability has been, I think, the biggest key for his offense's success so far in this game. That time on the RPO, nobody open, and he just takes off running. And we've seen him do it in a variety of ways, on designed runs, on scrambles, and even in the RPO game. He's making the right decisions, and he's just too athletic for this defense to tackle.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Fires to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. They'll start on the ground with Bluff Bothwell. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Wide receiver going in motion. Could not make his way to the corner.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Reads it, fires complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Now on the return. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Third and 6 yards to go. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Man, those sting, man. The third down, the money down. Your guys got to come through. You had a good play call. Receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially third down.
The Sooners line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Second down, he'll throw it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They'll run play action. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on third down. Like, everything going the other direction.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
At the 35, he's got room. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Just a short pass to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. Looking downfield on 1st down. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Jumped on top of the pile.
I think he does a really good job on this 2nd down play of being very decisive, getting north-south, making the play, and now setting up a much better 3rd down. That's a play we can continue to run even on 3rd down right now.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. They'll move the tight end. Pulls it again on the option. Brought down at the 20. It's a 1st down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving and keep the sticks rolling.
Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Bluffed Bothwell again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. Taylor wants to throw it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Makes a catch, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the stomping has commenced.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone.
Number 29, set to kick off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. A quick pass to the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Taylor wants to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. It'll be a draw. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Runs through a tackle, and he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Sends it back in motion. Now on the move. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
Man, you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They'll give it to Fluff. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
snagged out of the air. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6.
Next up, 3rd down coming up.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Taylor wants to throw it. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Here's a heat. Chase to the right. He'll pull it down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
He's got him in the flat. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to fire deep. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's open on the right. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
Number 29.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Got it set up on the outside. Breaks into the open. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got a man, it's Black. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Finds his man in the middle. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Evans. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
He's got him this time. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Taylor wants to throw it. Forced out of the pocket. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one.